Over the last couple of weeks, do you feel like you accomplished big things and you made big progress?
Did you have many highly productive days, or did you waste a lot of time on low-value tasks?
Did you control your week or did your week control you?
So the hack that we're sharing today addresses these exact issues. It gets you having powerful weeks where you feel satisfied and accomplished, instead of feeling like you just took a punch in the face from Rocky.
It's the perfect timing here at the start of the month because you're going to be able to take action today to implement this hack. What's up? We're Demir and Carrie from Lifehack Bootcamp.
The hack for taking control of your week is simple and powerful. It's planning your week ahead of time.
Yeah, we're going to show you our system for pre-planning your week, and it's a system that is radically different from anything else that's been taught out there and the conventional wisdom.
So life can really feel like a battle, because it is sort of a battle. It's a competition for limited resources. We have limited time, limited attention, and limited decision-making power.
And just like a battle, the secret to winning lies in planning ahead, because conflict is what's wrong with our week. Conflicting priorities, conflicting schedules, conflicting expectations.
So to paraphrase the famous General Sun Tzu, if you know your enemy and you know yourself, then you're gonna win.
So you can think about your weekly plan like your attack plan for your life. It's where you allocate your precious resources and you match them up against the responsibilities that you need to accomplish with those resources.
There's a very specific way you'll want to do this. The first thing you'll want to do is actually pick a day for when you're going to do your pre-planning session. We've helped hundreds of clients make this a real habit in their life, and we found 2 great times that really seem to stick.
Yeah, so this might seem counterintuitive, but the first great time to pre-plan your week is on Friday at the end of the day. You just finished the week, so everything is fresh on your mind, and that's a great time to plan ahead for the next week.
Yeah, we like this time because it gives your brain that signal to relax for the weekend. Because when you plan your week out on a Friday afternoon, your brain can relax knowing that you're going to pick it up again on Monday morning and everything's ready to go.
Now, a more conventional time to plan your week is Sunday. You're already starting to think about your work, sort of whether you like it or not. And by Sunday, your brain is really going to overdrive thinking about work, what's coming up. So that's another good time to sit down and pre-plan out your week.
The first few times you do it, it's probably going to take just over an hour to do. After that, it can go much more quickly. So set aside an hour to do this right now.
Yeah, so the first step is to write down what you did accomplish this week. I know that's strange. Don't stop writing for 3 minutes. What did you accomplish this week? And that's going to create gratitude and an awareness of what happened.
Step number 2 is to write down everything you haven't done this week. Dump out all those open loops. So those are those things that your brain won't stop thinking about. They're probably nagging at the back of your mind right now.
Step number 3, identify what we call a champagne moment for this month. That's the number one thing you could do this month that creates the most forward momentum in your life. So literally, if you accomplished it, you would go home and buy a bottle of champagne and pop it and celebrate, right? And so ideally, it's something with leverage that is something that makes your life easier next month and the month after.
Step number 4 is to break that champagne moment down to what you need to do this week. That becomes your weekly champagne moment.
Step 5, schedule in the time to do that early in the week, right in your calendar. So ideally, you're getting your champagne moment done right away on Monday. It's the easiest way to make sure that your week is going to be a success. Do it now.
Step number 6, optimize your calendar. You're going to want to cancel, rearrange, and consolidate appointments. So are there meetings that you could cancel altogether? Are there in-person meetings that could be phone calls or emails instead?
Absolutely. Step 7, schedule in time for personal care and family time. This is a priority for you and it deserves to get a place on your calendar. Do it now and fit the rest of the stuff into the cracks.
Step number 8, plan in time for unwanted, unplanned work. Now, this doesn't necessarily go on your calendar, but it does mean that your task list should include like a buffer for this unplanned, unwanted work, what we call UUW.
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be things that happen in your week that you have not thought of that pull your focus. So don't overload yourself with tasks. Have room for UUWs.
Expect the unexpected. Now, this is where most weekly planning advice ends. But we have one more very, very important step for you. This is step 9. anticipating where things are likely to go wrong.
Yeah, because just like in battle, no one survives first contact with the enemy. So we want you to sit down and think of at least 3 ways that your week is going to go sideways on you. So is a coworker or a boss going to ambush your priorities?
Yeah, what if a client reschedules a critical meeting?
What if your spouse forgets to pick up the kids at school again? So this is a really easy hack for taking your weekly planning to the next level.
So for each scenario, guys, you want to create a 1-sentence response plan. Here's what it sounds like. To prevent my spouse from forgetting to pick up the kids again, I will blank. So I will remind myself to text them the day before, or I will call him right before he leaves. Or how about this one? If my boss changes my priority in the middle of the week, I will blank. So if my boss changes my priority in the middle of the week, I will get my work done by Monday or Tuesday, so it won't even matter when they change it. I'll already have it done.
All right, that's it. You're done. There is a sneaky final 10th step here, which is to celebrate. You're going to want to reward yourself for doing this incredible planning work with a glass of wine and maybe take the rest of the day off.
There's no better Sunday evening than one where you've already planned Monday. So there you have it, pre-planning your week in 10 steps. So even after just doing this exercise, you are going to feel a considerable sense of clarity and control about your week.
So why is pre-planning such an awesome hack?
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
All right, well, let's see an example. If I told you that you needed to write a book in the next 5 years to get to the next level of your career, could you do it?
Yeah, of course.
All right, what if I said you only had 1 year to do it? In fact, just the remainder of this year to do it.
Okay, I guess I could do that.
Maybe. What about just 1 month to write a book?
Oh, dude, like practically impossible unless you paid me $1 million.
Right, so the more time you put between yourself and anything, the more control you have over whether you get that thing done.
Here's another example. What if I told you that 3 months ahead of time, you're gonna have to miss a crucial meeting with the CEO of your company? So, would you have time to reschedule it?
Yeah, sure.
Of course. I mean, would they be upset?
No, probably not.
Probably not. But 3 months out, there's practically no consequences to rescheduling that meeting. But what if you had to reschedule a day ahead of time? Would the CEO be angry?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Would you look flaky?
Most definitely.
Yeah, so what if you had to cancel the hour before or even the minute before the meeting started?
Yikes.
Yeah, that would probably make you look really, really bad. You might even get fired, right? So not only can planning ahead increase your control in getting what you want, it actually decreases the negative impacts from things you don't want.
Thanks for watching, guys. Click below to download our pre-planning checklist that's just for you for watching this video and get started today with pre-planning.
Yeah, and leave a comment below. Tell us your strategies for getting ahead of your week. We want to learn from you. And check out the resources section for further study on this important hack.